Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Somebody Said TV, where somebody said it, so we talk about it live and with you. I'm one of your hosts today, Kathia Devon. I'm the moderator, also known as the producer, the BFF of the crew. And y'all know my favorite title is Girl Mom. Jena disappeared. So, Corey, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Sure. My name is Corey Boone, and my Instagram is Corey W. Boone. Also, as I have said in the last several shows, please remember that the views and opinions expressed tonight are solely our own and do not express the views and opinions of our employers. Nay.
Thank you for that.
Also shout out. So I know last episode we talked about Joe Biden and all that. There's a possibility I can get my loans forgiven. So I'm sticking with Biden, at least for right now. I'm sticking with Biden. So, but go ahead, Shalena.
Hey y'all, hey, I'm Shalena, and known as Dr. Hurd sometimes, and always your favorite Philly Joan.
Ow. Well, Jena is not the only thing that went down this week. Anyway, somebody said, let's get into it. This is where we are going to get into our topics for today. So, top of the week, Instagram and everything else went down. I don't think any of us cared about Facebook or WhatsApp for real, but what was y'all doing during the shutdown?
Listen, so I had called Kathia. Well, I think I texted you the story that it was down because I think we were trying to do something for the show, and I'm like, wait, what is going on? I can't figure. I have restarted my laptop, my computer, like I restarted everything over here, trying to figure out what was going on. So yeah, I was just completely confused. But I just want to quickly say that we did some polls on the Instagram. First of all, the main answer that everybody should have answered was that they also lost $7 billion like Mark Zuckerberg did. However, for those who did not, we had about a good half and half of people who didn't even know it was happening, and another half knew it was happening, and they were very bored. So it ran the gamut of folks just either not knowing or just like trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I feel like I was one of those. I did not know until you told me when you were trying to do stuff for the show, and then you find yourself falling into the refresh, like Instagram, what you doing over there?
Right.
But anyway, Instagram is back, and so is Jena. Go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Y'all, I am so sorry. Corey gave me his computer code from the last episode. I am dropping things. I am a mess, but I am here. Thank you so much. I am Jena, also known as Overdressed RVA, the influencer of the crew, boy mom, and happy early birthday to my baby. And I'm just here to get into it, and let's do it.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, our co-host, please make sure you check in with us as you are coming in so we can say our hellos. Next up, soon as Instagram came back, somebody said, ain't nothing in the water, okay? Because Mr. Pharrell Williams made an announcement about something in the water, and basically he is canceling it. And for those of you who do not know, Virginia is close to the hearts of the people of the show. What is this? 3/4 of us, we went to school in VA, and we have, some natives here. But Corey, I'll let you talk about your god brother later, but I feel like Jena had all the tea on something in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, so something in the water ain't clean. And it's in the city of Virginia Beach. And Pharrell had a very tragic loss of a family member, and law enforcement in the city of Virginia Beach, in a lot of people's eyes, dropped the ball when it came to his investigation and just putting the proper procedure for this case and for justice and for just the murder in itself. It was a very unfortunate thing for Pharrell Williams. And obviously his whole family. So in response to their lack of awareness and lack of due process, he duly processed his resignation for economic stimulation in the city of Virginia Beach. So if you can't do for my family, I can't do for yours.
Period.
Sorry.
Period.
And he only had that festival once, right?
Yes, the debut and farewell
initial
performance I hear was amazing. I was not there. A lot of my friends went. It looked amazing. It was like it had the potential to be a Coachella level. Like he could have definitely done something.
I heard great things.
Very much something. He could have done something, but
can he take it somewhere else? Can he do something outside of Virginia Beach, or would it not have the same?
He's for real. He can do whatever he wants. He can go all over the world.
So for real, don't stop. Just find a city that's gonna welcome you and then do right by Black people and get it popping.
Good luck. What is that?
He might be able to find it. I don't know.
Not funny.
I don't know. There's some good cities out here where, Black people like to grow and thrive. I mean, the DMV. Come on, it ain't too far from Virginia Beach.
He definitely can come up here.
Somebody said Hampton.
Okay. But I don't know if he was just like over the 757 period. Yeah. Because I guess in ways Virginia Beach would still benefit off of that.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things about the 7 cities is that it's all kind of encapsulated in one. So people will probably stay if it were to happen in Hampton. Granted, there is the bridge that probably would separate some of this. But folks would stay in hotels in different places or stay with friends, that they know that live down there and eat in the shop, go to the shops to eat at the different restaurants in the locations that they want to. It is definitely a disappointment. But I saw a lot of people say on social media that they understood why he made the decision that he did. And I think honestly, and unfortunately, a lot of the times is you will not get people's attention until you hit the pockets. Yeah. So I think that's really sad. Side note, Kathia called Pharrell my god brother, and here's the reason why. So one of my aunts took care of him and raised him, and therefore that means he's my god brother. So that's how that happens.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. So
I love that.
We haven't touched base yet. We haven't touched base in a while. But he knows that my heart is reaching out to him and the rest of the family, of course. So, but yeah, completely understand why he made the decision.
Absolutely.
Well, tell Auntie to give Pharrell a call so his people can call our people, and by our people I mean us.
We'll help him find a spot.
Me gente right here. Okay, I'm raising the baby Pharrell, not too far off the road. So let's do it.
Yes,
let's do it.
Well, while Jena is raising a baby Pharrell, y'all know a lot of us on Instagram, we're doing different things. For us, it's Somebody Said TV, and we kind of had a full circle moment that we want to share with y'all. So we're going to get into some reality TV today, but we're starting off with Black Ink Crew Chicago, because for those of you who watch, some months ago, Ryan Henry, the lead on the show, was our Somebody Loves You because he had slept with his best friend's baby mama while the best friend was battling cancer.
Speaking of godparents, Ryan is also the godfather to this couple's child.
Yes.
So on that Somebody Loves You, I basically mentioned about using mental health as a reason or trying to rationalize as far as why you hurt that person and, explaining that to them. And Ryan actually commented on the post
at that time.
Yes. When we posted it on Instagram, he actually commented and he was like, "We didn't know to have." And we like, oh, okay.
Tell us. I was like, let us know. Let the people know. Inquiring minds want to know. Tell us. We're waiting.
Yes. So if you watch Black Ink Crew Chicago, you could definitely chime in. But it was crazy because we actually woke up to that video getting a bunch of likes and views. And it turns out that the Black Ink Crew, the first episode of the latest season, it actually aired on Monday. So that video like made a new appearance. And as of today, literally right before like we got on the show, the guy Anthony Lindsay, which is the friend who Ryan violated,
the victim,
actually liked our post.
Yeah.
So for those of y'all who've been rocking with us for a minute, we had a slight viral moment. So you know, we was feeling ourselves for a second.
Well, Kathia said it very well back then, and to get that confirmation, I watched the episode, and to get that confirmation that what she was saying, just off of like press and like social media posts of them covering it, and her getting that takeaway, and then to see this episode and be like she was spot on almost a year later, like it was very poignant what she said. And even watching the episode, she said what she said, and I still agree. And I still feel like when you feel like you want to do something like that, don't. Like if y'all haven't seen it, go back and watch the episode. If you don't remember it, go back and watch the episode. It was a very good point.
Yeah, it was all I can see myself is doing is just shaking my head up and down like, yes. That's all I can see. Because it was such a really good point. And I don't even know, Shalena, you can tell me what the phrase is. I don't know if it's projection or what, but for you to absolve yourself from responsibility and accountability, and then therefore make someone else feel like they have to take care of your feelings or tiptoe around you. Is that narcissism? I don't know. What is that?
That's gaslighting.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Next question.
Not next question. Well, anyway, if y'all do watch Black Ink, it comes on a Monday. It comes on Mondays, and I'ma just tell y'all this: it got worse. So
they about to lose me. Like after I saw what I needed to see, I don't really feel like I'm hooked for this season yet. But
no, me neither. Yeah, I had already taken a season off, and I can't say that I'm going back. But anyway, it's still all bad.
Well,
but
you know somebody who keep going back to Black Ink Chicago, honey.
Listen, I'm minding my business. But anyway, back to shows that we actually watch regularly and enjoy. Shout out to Carlos King for this Love and Marriage Huntsville. The man knows how to put a show together. Okay?
He knows how to hold Portia down on a boat, and he knows how to put on a good show.
I'm hollering.
So Love and Marriage, they've been on for a while now. It's well into their, I don't even know what season this is for them, but this is the season. Yeah, they've been holding on. Season 3?
No.
That's it?
No, they have more than 3 seasons.
Their seasons are like 26 episodes.
They are very long. You're right, because I tried to binge them, and I was like, this
was Maurice and Kimmy's wedding. Season 2 was the divorce, and now this is season 3 with the aftermath, and now Tisha and Marsau.
Wow. It feels like they've been on for at least 5 years.
Right. I was thinking 5 seasons. That's crazy.
I've been faithfully watching. I don't know how long it's been, but I've been tuned in every Saturday.
So how do y'all feel about the latest, them doing the show with Melody and Martell, as divorced people co-parenting?
Okay, so I'm going to hop in and say really quickly that some of our viewers did not know about the mess that's going on. So we may have to describe with a little bit of the mess and the tea, and then we can opine from there.
Go ahead, Jena. Give it to us.
Oh, I have to. Okay, so basically, Love and Marriage Huntsville is a reality TV show set in Huntsville, Alabama. It's about 3 couples who try to partner together to revitalize the community with new home ownership and first-time home buyer programs. They're real estate developers. They're commercial real estate developers. They're just very successful Black business people who are married. At the time when they first started, they were married. Season 2 season 1 started. Nobody knew at that time that Martell was cheating on Melody, the 2 main characters of the show, the focal points. They were this perfect couple. Everything has progressed. Martell has gotten somebody else pregnant. They have gotten divorced. Melody has shown everybody that Martell has been riding her coattails for a long time because now he don't have no money and no job. And everybody else is just kind of chilling. Like Kimmy's a nurse. She's been dealing with COVID. Marsau and Maurice are brothers. They do a lot of business together. They're opening businesses for generational wealth. It's really nice to see. But at this point, we are at season 3. Melody and Martell are divorced. They have 4 children together. Martell has a 5th child with an estranged woman who is a strange woman. And at this point, they are still filming together. So they're doing things like taking trips to Vegas or engaging in social settings together or not engaging in social settings together. And they're around these other 2 couples, or these now 3 couples, who are kind of dismissive of the fact that they got divorced for valid reasons. And then there's like real hurt there. And they just keep kind of talking about them getting back together. I don't know if it's a Southern thing. I don't know, but that's where it's at with Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Great recap.
Carlos King fashion. You know, Martell and Melody are together every chance that he gets. So recently, okay, Jena, we'll wait for you. Oh, okay. Welcome back. But recently they did a trip to Vegas, and so they were all staying in the same house, and I think that brought a lot of different like drama for them as a divorced couple. And one of the things that's kind of upsetting, like for me, is that they still argue, because I feel like if we're divorced, I'm not arguing with you anymore, especially if it doesn't have anything to do with our children. Like if it has something to do with the children, then maybe, but I'm not arguing with you. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I feel like I have to always take things with a grain of salt, or reality TV show salt, because I feel like a lot of this is playing out because, you know, they have to create something for TV to be able to stay on TV. But at the same time, you do think about like, well, what is this actually doing to you? Because as we all know, that's energy. You have to take that energy to be able to fuss and fight and argue with each other, whether it's on TV for play or not. Like that's still energy you're giving out. So I just wonder, like, what part of that is real and what part of that is not,
right.
Or being played up. But at the same time, to your point, Kathia, like this is not the image that you should want to give out to the public either. So
and to your children.
Yeah. Are they arguing with their children? I haven't seen the last couple of episodes, but
what was the question?
Their children aren't really on the show, but I do think that like sometimes they use they agree to 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And apparently during those 2 weeks, they have different, as far as the children goes, they have different complaints with each other. Melody's thing is that Martell's 2 weeks are never 2 weeks. They're more like she ends up having them for, he's supposed to pick them up and she ends up having them for more like 3 weeks or so. And then Martell's complaint is that within Melody's 2 weeks, she has babysitters here and there.
I feel like we've talked about this with another show where it was like, I think it was Housewives of Atlanta with Drew and her son's storyline. And we were like, well, it's good to kind of have this different depiction of blended families and things like that. So people could maybe argue that, you know, it's good to kind of see this on TV for people to see a couple figuring out this co-parent. But I absolutely do not agree with that. I feel like this is such a sensitive matter. I think that a divorce, you actually grieve the loss of that marriage and the life that you built with this person. I think there are so many things you have to work out with co-parenting and just, mentally just adjusting to the change. And I'm just like, why do you want to do this on camera? Like, and they're kind of like the heart of the show. So I get it's hard to kind of think about having the show without them. But maybe they should have taken the season off or just kind of like spun it differently. But I just do not like the idea of this playing out and them going through this really emotional process on camera. Like, I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah, it's good TV. But to your point, how I think that they're different from Drew is that Drew and her family, them being on camera seems like they have figured something out that works for them. It's not hostile. It's not, volatile. Whereas Melody and Martell are like,
they are. They two bulls in a china shop, and they're surrounded by people who want them to get back together. Whereas Drew's situation is like, this is my life. This is what it looks like. I'm not asking for anybody's advice. I'm trying to navigate this with my family. Like, there's a lot of input about, and not in a disrespectful way. Like, they don't talk about their children, what they should be doing, but there's just like it's a lot of dismissal of what's really going on with them that I don't agree with from like outside people.
Somebody said Melody was feeling kind of way and blocked one of our co-hosts. So
did, and it won't me.
It won't me either.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Have we gotten? And I'm sorry, I lost y'all again. But have we gotten into this new couple?
We have not. We have not. that face says that you have something to say about this new couple.
Somebody called the wife a Karen, and I did not disagree.
Ooh, it's giving. I'm sorry.
And there was so this last episode, this past Saturday, there was a mention of, and let's be clear, I'm married, and in social like couples hang out together and stuff like that, and guys talking, girls talking, all that good stuff. So in this particular episode, the guys were all playing basketball and talking, and one of the guys was kind of like griping about his wife. So one of the other guys went to his wife and started talking to his wife about what the other husband was saying about his wife. So the wife who got the tea went out with the girls later that night and told the annoying wife what her husband was saying about her when they were playing basketball. Here's my thing. Sir, talk to your friends. Vent to your boys. I don't even care if you go home and make a little bit of pillow talk. But ma'am, when your husband tells you something that you know you are not there to hear yourself, that's not for you to repeat as gossip. That's you are your husband's face. Leave it there. That's all I got to say about that. And after that, I've already seen them in a different way that I was like, But now I'm really like, And that's all I have to say about the new couple. Don't even worry about who they are. They won't be there long.
All right. Well, that is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Well, it's time for the Battle of the Browns. And for those of you who do not know, it is the brown skin version of Who Wore It Better. And what's so funny about today's Battle of the Browns is that y'all actually bought one of these people up. So I was trying to do a little reality TV thing because, it's fall and like everything is back on TV. So today we have Drew Sidora and Miss Candace Dillard.
Two of my favorite people.
Not two of her faves. So anyway, Jena, go ahead and give a rundown of these looks for those who might be listening but not necessarily watching right now.
Well, can I just say thank you for saying who it was so I didn't have to.
Thank you, Doja Cat.
Listen, I don't learn my lesson. Apparently, I don't know if
I'm
it's the
very
Instagram
sorry,
filters.
Doja Cat and Tiffany Haddish. I apologize.
These filters, this makeup.
So,
you got to tell us.
Drew Sidora, the latest addition to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not sure if she's going to come back, but a lot of people are leaving, so it might have left room. I don't know. Drew Sidora, and she's been in a lot of things. I actually caught her on an episode of That's So Raven recently. But she's wearing an off-the-shoulder, kind of deep cut, dramatic sleeve, and I didn't even know that it wrapped because I've only seen it on Candace. But so this is cute. Pretty much a crop top, high waist, what looks like leather pants, and they're ankle tight at the bottom with open-toed shoes. She's got a middle part, nice long wig, good makeup, very good lighting. Don't know where she is or where she's going, but we'll get into that, Corey. Miss Candace Dillard Bassett is outside of Giselle's house in the same top in a Gucci belt and some mom style jeans and white sandals, and it is a Brandon Blackwood-esque bag, but it's not Brandon Blackwood. And these shoes, little known fact, are actually the shoes she wore on 2 reunions ago.
Oh, are those the
when
ones
she had that white dress with the big feather thing here?
Oh yeah, they are.
Those are the same shoes, and sunglasses and a red lip.
All right. Well, thank you for that quick gloss over. Anyway, y'all know this is about styling, so make sure you be nice. Now, Jena, who you got?
Neither.
Oh, that's a first.
I don't like neither one of them.
Oh, you gotta choose.
I choose Drew.
Okay. And why? Why did you say neither?
I don't choose Drew. I don't like it either. I'll choose Candace because I feel like it's an effortless way to make something dressy. But I hate this big Gucci belt. I just don't like it.
I'm about to say, I can't do them Gucci belts like that.
I'm so sorry. I really don't like it. So I'm going to say Drew because she did less and said more.
Okay. That was a good way to put it.
All right. Lily?
Yeah, I mean, like Jena, neither one is like, oh, I can. It's selling it for me. But I'm going to go with Drew because the Gucci belt and the mom jeans, I just don't like how they sit on our girl.
Our girl. Okay. All right, Corey, let me catch you up.
Yes, please.
So I know you want to know where the people are.
I definitely want to know where they're going.
Drew is out here just posing in the suburbs of Atlanta.
Okay.
And I know you're behind on RHOP, but this is Candace walking up to Giselle's house right before the Reasonably Shady party.
So I love that Candace is giving shade just in her face. I love that. That's amazing to me. I also love in the comments that they said that we were all hoping for Doja Cat. So what happened to a Doja Cat Battle of the Browns at some point?
And I'm going to say it's Tiffany. Then there will be even.
I will say I love Candace's structure. Like I get what she was trying to do. But I will say Drew, and I will say Drew because of the pants. And I know there's not even like a good descriptive because the blouse is what we're comparing. But I really do like those pants. I don't know if I like it with the top.
With that top, right. I agree, Corey.
But I really do like those pants are real. I like how they come at the ankle. Like I really like the pants. So I don't even know what material that is, but I think it's really nice. So I'll say Drew for the pants alone.
Okay. It's giving a little vegan leather.
A little faux.
I actually like the top, and I like the direction that Candace was going in, but one, like everybody else here, I hate the Gucci belt, and two, I don't think that she wore the right pair of jeans. That's the thing. Like I like
because mom jeans can go if you pair them with the right thing.
Yeah.
Like I like a whimsical look. Listen, I said it. I can't say it twice, apparently. Anyway, but a little fantasy, a little, kind of feminine touch. Like I really like that, but it was the wrong dream. So I'm gonna have to say that it was Drew for me. And apparently this top is on FashionNova. That's what somebody said. So
FashionNova fits.
Ooh, listen.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this our first unanimous? We all voted the same way?
Oh, that's a good question.
By default, I guess, because Jena didn't really want to pick anybody.
I picked somebody. She did less and said more.
Right, but you didn't want to. But I'm saying, I think it's the first time we all voted for the same person, it felt like.
Well, season 2, episode 2.
Sometimes
it takes my favorite number. What are the co-hosts saying? Like, who did they pick?
It looks like
Doja Cat.
No, I was about to say
Doja Cat.
I was about to say Doja Cat too. Oh my goodness, no. It looks like Drew Sidora because nobody's here for that belt. Sorry, Candace. But anyway, while we're here at the Housewives, we're going to go ahead and get into the Somebody Loves You, which happens to be a housewife, so that we can all talk about. Go ahead and hit them with the music, Corey.
Before I do that, I will say that the majority of people did guess who it was. So I guess I haven't seen the show lately, but I'm guessing this person has been doing some mess. So that's why we have them. Anyway, somebody loves you, baby. Oh, 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 somebody loves you, baby. And you know who it is. Somebody loves you, baby. Hey, okay, I'm gonna stop.
The run. It's the run for me.
Yeah.
All right. So with the Somebody Loves You, you know, this is where we like to get our good people together. But over here, we believe in coaching over canceling. So, you know, we try to keep it cute, right? Anyway, today's Somebody Loves You is the newest. I feel like she's probably the newest housewife, and that is Mrs. Mia Thornton. And the reason why she is here is because, one, last week, Shalena, I felt like you asked us how we felt about her, and I said I didn't know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have decided. Yeah, I'm not really into it. It's not, she's not doing it for me, and I'm going to tell you why. First, Mia, I wanted to like her. I'm feeling like Tyra, like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Everybody loves a good rags to riches story, right? We love it. Love to see it. You know, you have a hard life. You come up. Blessings. Like, this
Pull
is
yourselves
great.
up by the bootstraps in the club.
Yeah, Monique went from rags to riches to dragging bitches. Like, there's a line that needs to be drawn now.
Like, we're not going to make classist statements. Listen, let's just focus on Mia. All right.
Well, speaking of classist statements, my issue with Mia is that she is a classist for like no reason. That's it. Everyone loves a rags and riches story, but when you come on here and act like you ain't never seen a rag before, I'm confused. I don't understand it. And I think that she says a lot of things to bring down the other women, like based on money, and she's super judgmental when she's showing up to other people's events. And I know last week, for those of you who may have seen it, Candace, you know, she's the most hated, and they're so upset with her for calling when Mia said that she was low budget and called her a broke bee. Candace said your mom. And the thing with Mia is that she grew up in foster care because her mom was a drug addict. And at the onset of this, I don't think that this was something that Candace knew, but Candace basically threw back some of the things that she said, you know, back at her. She said your mother. And I know everybody is up in rage about Candace saying that because we all know what her background is. But my issue is that if that is so offensive to you, like, don't use it. Like, why are you this comfortable referring to other women as broke bees and you calling events low budget, and you're coming into every setting judging? Like, she pulls up at the vacation house and she's talking about valet and they need somebody to check their bags, and it's just this thing like she's acting as if she's so above doing normal things, where she had her own event. She had her own event and had these women walking in dresses and heels. They had to help Ashley with the stroller. And you're sitting up here going to other places calling stuff low budget and broke bees, and I'm not here for it. Like, I feel like she needs a reality check.
Like, I think she has a reality check. I think she thinks that her reality is being perceived as something that, like, I think she thinks that what we see is what she wants us to see. I don't think she's reading the room at all in any setting, because low budget and whatever, like, that was, you have people come sit in the park on pillows,
right? Like, huh? What are you talking about?
And then they were talking about something. She was like, how many businesses do you own? How many do you own?
Well, you know, she runs. You know, she runs.
Oh. No.
And not that she's only been married for like 8 years. And when you got married, she said it, huh?
That's a good amount of time.
8 years is a
That's
long
more than enough
time.
time to start a business.
That's not enough for you to forget what like your life was like before you were married. Like your husband literally met you in a strip club, and 8 years later, you feel very comfortable throwing around broke bees and low budget when you're talking to women who have already been in a certain class for a certain amount of time. It's just like I don't like it, and I especially don't like it because for her background, I feel like we all want to see this. Like we want to see you win, but the fact that you use it against other people, that's what I can't deal with. I don't like it.
Okay, so here's my thing. What she said about Candace's event did not warrant Candace going off the way that she did. Candace's mom kind of gaslighted the situation and lied a little bit about the conversation with Mia.
The whole thing.
And I think that's why it inflated Candace's response. I feel like it was just it was a bit much, but Candace was just using what she was given. And why would you think your mother would lie to you about that? Why do you think your mother was sitting at your event talking crap about you? I get it. But to Kathia's point, there have been multiple social settings where I'm like, So I think that we're trying to give her a fair shot. I think just it's not giving what it needs to give. And it's about 7 episodes in, so I'm good.
Thank you for the clarification.
She's entertaining a 5-star restaurant.
It's not a
steak and lobster.
She made that clear. I don't even think she took off her clothes.
And she can be told to shut the F up for a G-Wagon.
You would?
Oh my God.
So here's my thing. As someone who started from the bottom and now I'm here, I always have a heart for these women. Like the Moniques and the Mias of the world. But I think this environment, I said it about Monique, I'm going to say it about Mia. And I'm not excusing because I'm not feeling Mia either. But I think this environment is not suited for people who have this background and then they come into this setting with a chip on their shoulder, like they have something to prove. You have these entitled people like Candace who make them feel out of place. And then I think it just exacerbates all their insecurities and their fears. I just don't think it's the space for them. Like, and I don't think she probably presents like that with everybody. I think there are things that are brought up in her because of the response she gets, or because she's just not reading the room. She's making assumptions about how people perceive her and she feels like she got something to prove. So I just wish there was something we can do about that. Because I love seeing the diversity in the group. Like you have people that are from different backgrounds and who have different stories. We like a good come up, like Kathia said. But I don't think that this setting and this group of women has been welcoming to women who are very different from them and who grew up different from them. And that's what I'm going to say about that.
Well, I think that, Shalena, yes, you are a wonderful success story from Frankfurt, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Princess of Frankfurt. We are so proud of you. And I think that like a lot of us are around a lot of people who, quote, made it. You know what I mean? Or they've been able to do things that their parents have not been able to do. Like at this point, we're in a situation where like, a lot of people around us are homeowners, we go out, we have a good time because balling is an occasion or whatever. And we see that. But at the same time, like, for example, like I grew up in apartments. That's how I grew up. Like most of my life, I lived in apartments. I don't pull up to somebody who now lives in an apartment because I'm a homeowner and be like, oh, I can't park my car around here, or who gonna come and greet me at the door? Like, I know what it is. What it is. So for you to sit up here and make it and to make other people like feel like that they're not living up to your standard, I don't like
It's not okay.
It's not.
I just wonder, because we have this reality lens and these storylines, and I just wonder how she presents around other people. And I said the same thing about Monique, because I'm like, it's almost like they think they have to be that way because they're a housewife, and like they have to, you know what I mean? Like I feel like they're trying to live up to some persona and like fit in. Like you don't have to brag about all your houses. You don't have to brag about how much money you make. You ain't got to talk about no G. Like I don't know.
Feel like everybody does. Everybody lives in their truth for her. I mean, Carrie had a little sketchy couple seasons. We ain't know what she lived.
Then Carrie.
But other than that, I feel like everybody lives in their truth. Like Robin does not deny anything. Giselle grew up pretty. Candace grew up affluent. I mean, Giselle did grow up pretty, did she not? She's still pretty. Is that bad? That's not shade.
No shade. Just, it is what it is.
But I feel like when Candace literally grew up affluent. Like she grew up in a very prestigious, consistent setting, even with a co-parenting situation.
She did it, but. And I get your point, Shalena, but the other thing I think that's disturbing about some of these women like that are obviously, they're trying to prove themselves is that they're not young. Like we're not talking about 25-year-olds. We're talking about women that are pushing 40. And you come on this show trying to overcompensate because I guess you haven't dealt with things from your childhood. And I don't know, Dr. Hood might get into that later. Maybe we should tell Mia to call you.
Well, I don't do therapy. I prefer the kids. But we can get Mia a good referral. We can get her connected.
Just a good word.
Good word of encouragement. Good word of encouragement, because I think, like you said, I want to like her. Like I think there's some good bones there. It's just the meat is a little sketchy. I'm like, what? Why can't I feel like she's not being her. I really do. That's my.
It's not organic. It's not organic meat.
She's not being genuine. And I think we would like her better if she was her genuine self. And I just wish she would find that.
I definitely agree with that.
Yes. So basically, Mia, you don't have to prove anything to us or the women on this show.
Or anybody.
Yes. Like
you don't have to tell nobody why your mom went to jail, because y'all saw she said, I can't talk about that. When they asked her why her mom went to jail behind the scenes when they was doing a confession. I'm like, why would y'all answer this on camera if she didn't share this one?
But I mean, no, you don't have to tell us that at all.
Right. I'm like, y'all are doing the most now. Don't ask that woman that.
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask the question: is she giving Phaedra's first season?
I don't know how pregnant I am. That's different.
First season, she was just lying about her getting pregnant before she was married.
Not the same. When she says white collar crime, that's comparable. That's why Apollo was in jail for 8 years over a white collar crime. But I can't talk about
said
that.
We're finna get blocked.
She got 20 years.
I feel like we gave a balanced perspective about Mia. We love, we showing love, and we just want you to be you.
Listen, I'm still amazed people are finding us to block us. So
she can block us.
Social media is a crazy thing.
Management team or something that does the stuff for her. So I wouldn't even take it personal. It's business.
No,
it's business. Well, anyway, y'all know we don't like to end on a bad note, so we're gonna go ahead and get to that Are You That Somebody, where we shout out dope people doing dope things. Jena, who you got for us? I see you cheesing over there.
I'm so excited. I have my girl Chanel Mine. She is the CEO, CFO, COO of Queen Incorporated. Let me tell y'all, this girl is everything. She is such a good time. She's so genuine, and this brand is so her, and she puts everything into it. It came from not the best situations in life, but she just decided to make a good thing out of a bad thing. So just to give you a little synopsis, the Queen brand is for praising the undeniable magic of being a strong Black woman. It was born to empower and uplift women who may be struggling with understanding and recognizing their worth. The items affirm that we as Black women are capable of amazing things, that we are enough and so much stronger than we may realize. So it just warms my heart. Like I love everything that she's doing so much. This is one of her latest releases. It's the 4G shirt, God, Goals, Growing and Glowing. And she has a website, iamqueen.com. You can catch her on Instagram at _queen. She has a lot of merch, a lot of new things releasing. Definitely getting into the holidays and doing a lot more things just above and beyond just merchandise and motivational output. So yeah, that's my girl Chanel with Queen, and I love you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm gonna buy this shirt in every color because it's super comfortable, and I'm gonna keep on pushing my girl. I love it.
Yes, I want one. Can't wait.
Same. And I love the name, Queened. Like you've been queened. Boom.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, it's a good time. It's a good time, and it's genuine, and I know her personally, so that's what I love about it even more. Like it comes from everything that's important to her, so I'm here for it.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. Well, so co-host, we did add a new little segment, but did we miss anything? Because somebody said we missed something last week. Y'all had some feedback for us. So if there's anything we should be tapping into and talking about, Queen said thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes, we love it. But yes, if we missed anything, somebody said Ray J and Princess getting divorced for the 75th time.
Please, nobody cares.
The part that got me about it though was that he apparently is on his sick bed signing divorce documents.
He is not on no deathbed.
Is it the sick one? What?
This is
no, really unit, but he got pneumonia or something.
Right? Yeah,
he is hospitalized. Are you serious?
Prayers up for Raymond Jr.
I'm not.
Seriously.
No.
Seriously.
Mm-mm.
We know, some diehard Brandy fans in the room. They praying for that baby.
The
whole family. I'm always gonna pray for the Norwoods because I know what you're implying. I'm always gonna rock with the Norwoods and keep them in prayer. But I'm so tired of him and Princess. I'm over them.
Did y'all see it was trending today? Apparently, the youngins didn't know Ray J and Brandy were siblings.
Generation Z. What is going on? Yeah.
How
they were literally. I was like, what? What is?
They're not watching us. I'm telling you right now. Whoever said that is not watching us.
They're not here.
Clearly,
they're not here.
No.
Wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy, bro? So yeah, they're not from that era.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
They missed all that. They definitely are 2000 babies. Like
had to be.
Mm.
Like late 2000. Look, I don't know.
Like she had like one of the first Best Friends songs, and he was
about her brother.
In the video.
About her brother, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somebody caught that nonsense y'all was dropping about Brandy. Anyway, all right, y'all. Well, I didn't say that either.
Ain't nobody said that.
Nobody said that.
Nobody.
That comment is hilarious.
I'm not doing this with y'all today.
I cannot.
Oh my God.
No, this is going bad. It's something.
Yes,
I did not mean to go left. No,
stop the chat. Stop the chat.
Forget it. That's not what I meant. All I meant was that somebody in the state rides for Brandy for no good reason. So you're gonna pray for her brother.
No good reason.
Well, dang.
There's no good reason at all.
That's it.
Wait.
She likes to trigger me, y'all. Y'all see this live on camera, episode 2, season 2. I'm being triggered.
Shots fired. Oh, okay. All right. I can't get into it about this Brandy thing anymore.
I'm sorry.
Listen, respect. That's it for today, y'all. Somebody said TV. Please make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe on Instagram and YouTube. And somebody said, y'all be hitting up our text messages and stuff and our DMs about the show, and we would really appreciate it. We love talking about the show, which y'all don't get us wrong, but if you put it in the comments, that would really, 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 really help. Also, we do respond to those comments, so we could get the engagement and banter going because we want to talk about the show in front of everybody. Okay. Anything else before we out, people?
Happy birthday to my baby.
Happy
birthday to our October babies.
Yes, somebody else.
Yeah.
Got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
And my brother's birthday is October 16th.
Oh wow!
Oh, happy birthday to the Libras.
Love me some Libras.
Yeah.
Mama birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, mommy.
That's right.
And Mama Lee.
That's
Mama
right.
Lee, Mama Lee pre-rod.
Beyonce said we're fun.
Yes,
so
yes. Shout out to my brother Saya. Love my family. Shout out to Sneak. Just think about y'all. I'm praying for y'all.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it for Somebody Said TV. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.